about the word movie? Movie is a compound word, okay? Move-E.
It's a compound word, which means moving energy. You have to be very careful about like what we're watching.
The forms of energy of your spirit or your soul, your subconscious, can be actually moved to the sunken place, and another form of energy can move in. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cristal Maze After Dark. I'm your host, Cristal Maze. I have my boy T here with me. Hey, and we have a special cocktail for you guys today, all right? This one is a good one. We have a nice vanilla rose bud, okay? This is a pretty cocktail. It's super cute. And T is going to chef it up and let us know what we're working with that cocktail. But we're gonna dive into some stuff today, some deep stuff. Like, there has been a lot of big movies out that right now that just came out, and I wanna like tap into Obsession. And we gonna tap into that and tap deep because it's a lot of stuff that's working with that movie. So
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Let's see what we get into today. So what we chefing with today, T? What we having?
So for today, we're going to be making a cocktail that it's fruit based. It's going to be a very fruitful drink. You know what I'm saying? And then we're going to just add a little bit of vodka just to bitter it down. But let's get into it. So first, I am going to be cutting up some. What are they called?
You're cutting up? Ooh.
We're going to just call them fucking peaches.
We cutting up peaches. He told me it wasn't a peach.
It's not a peach, but I forgot the name of it.
It's a peachy cousin.
Yeah, it's a peach cousin.
It's a peach fuzz.
It's not the ass, it's the front.
That's a good one. Oh, that is a good one. I'm stealing that one, yo.
So yeah, I am going to be cutting up some of the peaches. I am going to be cutting up 4 more. I guess peaches are a bit citric and a bit more acidic and sweet. It really depends on how ripe it is, which is why you have to be mindful, like when you're using fruit in a cocktail, you just be sure to taste it to make sure where the level of sweetness and acidicness is at. But it's more on the sweeter side, so we're also going to be chopping up a green apple.
Ooh, that's different.
Just put this here for you guys. So
that sounds really different.
You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever had a drink with a green apple that's a fresh green apple in it?
We're going to be adding some pure pineapple juice, about an ounce.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. I'm excited.
Like so. We're also going to be adding some simple syrup or rose simple syrup.
That sounds pretty.
Half an ounce. You don't want to go too crazy. You already got a lot of sweetness going on in there. And you don't want the sweetness to be overpowering. You want it to be refreshing. You know what I'm saying? Now we're going to go ahead and muddle this up until the consistency of all of the fruit within the drink itself is mushy. Almost like applesauce, essentially.
Mushy.
All right in there.
There you go.
I put some work in it, you know what I'm saying?
Your arm getting tired?
Nah, never. So now as I'm muddling this and bringing it to a specific consistency, we also want to add just a little bit of vanilla extract. You have to be mindful that it is an extract, so it's very powerful, so you don't need much of it. If you add too much, you ain't gonna like that shit. So a little bit of vanilla extract that we keep seamlessly spilling all the fucking time. So now I'm gonna just put whatever, pour too much in here. We're not doing the best today, but don't add too much vanilla extract. A lot of it just spilled in there because of my lack of awareness of how much was in there. But it's fine. Crystal is going to like it regardless.
I'm gonna love it. I'm excited. Okay, I'm so excited. It's such a pretty drink.
Right.
All right, honey.
We're going to be using a coupe glass. And we're going to shake this up.
Up. I'm back.
this thing sucks.
Why are you getting on my shaker for it? Oh God.
And then she gave me the wrong.
I didn't know
what I'm
you
saying?
were right
Oh
there.
shit.
Yeah.
I was testing her.
I got his back, guys. I got his back. I make sure he does things
So now
with
we're
a
just
good
gonna sit
flow.
here and pour it. So just be careful. You know, a lot of the fruit that's in here, it does tend to block the strainer. So just, you know, give it a few shakes to make sure that you're getting all of that liquor in there to make sure you enjoy your day or summer or whatever the hell you're doing. You know, having a nightcap. Now we're just gonna add some rose petals for the aesthetic. Add as many as you want. You know, have fun with it. Life is your oyster. What is
Life
it? The
is-
world is your oyster.
Life is your rose petal, honey.
Yeah, that too.
Ooh. Yes, make it
Coming
pretty.
Coming along. This is probably one of the longest drinks we've made so far. So please feel free to skip ahead and get to the ending results if you want to.
Oh, please. Y'all have to know how to make the drink correctly. Okay? Because this is a look, all right? This is such a look. Ooh, look at that. He's just making it real pretty for me.
It's making it real hard for her to drink. And then just to top off more of the aesthetic, we're just going to add a lime twist for the aroma and the aesthetic as well.
It's sitting beautifully, darling.
You guys, there you have it.
Yes.
So give it to me. Crystal, what it tastes
It looks like I don't even want to touch it.
Cheers. This one's
Cheers.
about $150.
$150.
We still haven't gotten our
Oh, we need our tip jar. Oh, and the tab. Oh God, we're gonna get it soon.
Crystal Maze IOU.
You better keep it in the register.
Okay.
All right, let me smell it. Very floral. It smells delicious. It smells like spring. Ooh. Ooh, that tastes like candy. That tastes delicious. I love this.
I'm glad you're enjoying. Cheers.
Oh, cheers. This tastes really good.
My water.
Cheers.
Cheers.
There we go, honey. Hold on. Oh yeah. I could drink that all day, every day.
Let's move this out your way here.
Can you move this to that? Yes. So I want to just bring this up real quick. So for everyone out there, like, we watch movies and we know movies, but the word movie, do you know what that means? And if you don't, we're going to tell you today.
Right now.
Right now. So if you think about the word movie is a compound word, okay? Move-e, right? And really, when you really put your brain together and think about it, you'll see that it basically is moving energy or move-e. I'm not talking about that type of E, guys. Come on, follow me, okay? So when you really dive deep into it, it has so much different meaning to it, and I want to know what you think about that. Like, can you dive into that and kind of like cook on that for me real quick?
So you said that movie is a compound word, which means moving energy, you know? It's a very interesting way of like, you know, capturing things when you put on your thinking cap, right? And it just really puts you in the mindset of like thinking about energy, you know? Everything essentially is energy.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? Everything that we see, feel, touch, you know, is a product of energy itself. A lot of our conscious people will call it like frequencies.
Oh, frequencies.
So let's stay
your
on
aura.
that topic. Aura,
Yes.
you feel me? Like a vibe, you know? It's all within this umbrella of like energy, you know? And just staying on like that understanding of energy, like we have to be very careful about like what we're watching, because we don't know how exactly a moving energy is affecting our energy itself, and by how we're looking and relating towards the thing that we're looking at, especially when it comes towards movies. Like, have you ever been in a movie theater, Crystal, where you're like sitting there and you feel like you're in the movie.
Of course. All the time.
You know what I'm saying? Do you forget sometimes that you're actually in reality? Like sometimes, I want you guys to like do an experience.
Usually when I go IMAX though, when you do the big bucks, you go IMAX. That's how you always feel.
Because they play with your senses. You feel me? Like the like IMAX theaters itself, right? And I think they're using Dolby Studios.
Yeah,
where
Dolby
now you have
too.
the surround soundings, and it really plays with you like you're like actually in the movie. And then now they're trying to create these 4D stimulated movies where now you're just more and more embedded.
Oh my goodness, we just gonna be
the movie.
We're gonna be hooked up, like
Like think about
they're gonna have sensors on us at the movie.
And then now they have like this, I think it's called Screening X, where now the movie is like all the way
I saw
around.
that. Yeah, I did see that.
It's very interesting. But now it's like, it's more of a way of manipulating the energy for you to feel like you're really involved with that movie in itself. And you have to think about how your energetic makeup is playing a role with the thing that you're pretty much perceiving, right?
Yeah.
So watching some of these movies that are going like viral.
Oh, they're crazy, bro.
Today, such as the movie Obsession, it really puts things into perspective.
You saw Obsession, right?
I have seen it.
I saw it too. Listen, keep on going, but that shit is
Good.
Listen.
No, spoilers.
No spoilers, guys. No spoilers. This is spoilers, though. Okay, we gonna, you know what? We gonna just fuck it up for y'all. We giving spoilers today.
Is spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie, I advise that you
go see it.
Go see it and skip. Because we are going to talk about different movies than Obsession, but I do advise that you be advised. It's a spoiler. So what are your thoughts on Obsession?
So I love a thriller. That is my go-to. I love a psychological thriller. That, like, those are my top genres, and horror on top of that. I know I'm crazy, right?
We all are.
Obsessed. So
she stares at people while they're sleeping. Yeah.
You're right. So how I felt about the movie was that there were so many different ways to look at the story and to try to figure out what was really possessing. What was the character's name? It wasn't Sarah. It was Nikki.
Talking about Bear? Oh, Nikki.
Nikki. What was possessing Nikki? Now, Nikki is a wild girl, child. But when you see the fact that her inner being is gone in that movie, like, well, it's not gone. It's in the, what we said, the sunken place. The sunken place.
Shout out to
Jordan Peele for giving us that, the sunken place. It's just, she wasn't just sitting like this. She was actually moving around, but
she was in a sunken place.
For real. But it really goes to show how the forms of energy of your spirit or your soul, your subconscious, can be actually moved to the sunken place, and another form of energy can move in, which is really interesting because everybody is trying to figure out what was it that was in her. Some people theorize that it was the cat that died. I say it was a demon or a negative spirit or just we say in the Caribbean, a jumbie.
No clue.
In the Caribbean, we call it a jumbie. That's what we call it. But what do you feel about that? Like, what do you feel about the movie in that way when you saw it?
A lot of these days, like, relationships lack principles, right? And being that there's a lack of principles, like, you can see that there's a lack of confidence within us all, right? And we kind of just do things based off of like how we're emotionally being conflicted about anything really within our daily lives, instead of just like really understanding who we are as a people or as an individual person coming from something. And like when you really look at that movie Bear, the reason why he got himself into that was just simply the lack of confidence. And I'm being very nice. But
you are being nice. Come on, he has the name Bear. There's nothing Bear about him. A bear where?
Listen, he was more of like an incel, right? But just to be polite, there was a lot of lack of confidence in Bear, right? And just putting himself in certain situations due to him just not simply thinking because of his lack of confidence, he put himself in a very sticky situation.
He put himself into some honey.
Yeah, some poisonous honey.
Some poisonous honey. Oh, poor bear.
But yeah, it's funny because now like it goes back to like our first episode about witchcraft, right? And then our second episode about propaganda,
right?
But moving energy gives witchcraft a bad rep. And this movie shows a great example of that. And then the propaganda around that strikes fear into people based on what they tried to display. Because remember, you're being sunk in to these movies. Where's your spirit at when you're really diving into these movies? And
Cook, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You like that, right?
Cook, that was good. That was good. I don't know where you came up with that, but I'm gonna steal that because that was good.
Put it in your book. But you really have to be mindful of like where your body or your spirit is going based on the energies that's being projected onto you from these movies. So now when we're talking about this movie, Bear himself, he found a one-wish willow. Right? A lot of people that don't really understand witchcraft, a lot of witches and wizards, they will use a willow tree to make their wand. Right? So now when you're casting spells and you're casting like magic, you'll use your wand and maybe you'll spell it out, just like how Disney World and Disney Channel, they were like spelling out, using it to use Mickey Mouse and everything.
Or what they said about the Hollywood or Hollywood lands. So
they into some freaky ass shit, you know what I'm saying?
Some freaky ass shit.
Freaky Nikki.
Some freaky Nikki.
They some freaky Nikki ass niggas in Hollywood, okay?
Listen, Obsession, Freaky Nikki, let's go.
Freaky Nikki. But yeah, you use the white willow tree to craft your wand, right? And the willow tree also has its traditional purposes that I really won't go deep into, but there is some spiritual
what? Take your time.
I guess spiritual idea or spirituality or spiritual energetic. There's some spiritual value in the white willow tree or the willow tree, and they're trying to utilize that and make it more of a very evil, derogatory way.
Or selfish,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a selfish way of doing it.
Right.
Disrespecting the willow tree, because
they are much so disrespecting it. And they're trying to make it up to be an evil thing by saying like, hey, you can have this and you can make a wish on it. By kind of like mixing concept of what the white willow tree is bringing, especially when we're more specifically talking about Wicca, right? So now,
it's like a misdirection of energy.
Right. In some ways, because there is some truth behind what they were doing. Right?
Yeah.
So he took this white willow stick and he made his wish and he broke it. But his wish was like, I want Nikki to fucking love me, right?
More than anyone else.
And more than anyone else, right? Selfish. And then even to like put a curse word in his wish is like almost as if like he's cursing himself. Right? Right.
I never thought about it like that. But that makes a little bit more sense because he could have just said, I wanted Nikki to love me. He didn't have to say fucking or he didn't have to say more than anyone else.
He didn't have to do any of that.
He didn't.
You know what I'm saying?
He just needed some game. He ain't got no game, guys.
And it goes, and that's true, right? It goes back to like the lack of confidence, right? Because now in the movie, there was someone that liked him. And then he really started to understand like someone that liked him for who he is and for who he can be gives him that confidence to open up that person. But due to his own lack of confidence, he put himself in a situation to desire something that he just only romanticized, right? He didn't really have a true liking to her, but due to his lack of confidence, you know, he felt as though that's something that he needed. But it was just something that he just wanted based off of his own perspective of himself. And then it ended up turning out to be something that he didn't like. And then now when he starts to feel...
Listen, the cat bit the tail, right? The cat bites its tail. Curiosity killed the cat.
Right.
But what else is another the cat.
Curiosity killed the cat.
Curiosity killed the cat in the hat.
Sarah, it fed him the cat. You know what I'm saying? Like, the cat did a whole bunch of shit.
The cat didn't need to go through all of that, but they did have a lot of cat symbolism in there, which I did notice, and I feel like people were tapping into the whole cat energy of it. They probably pointed out a lot of those symbolisms, but then now, when you're talking about moving energy, and that is resonating towards people, now would people's views change because of this movie when it comes down to certain things, or maybe when they go into a crystal shop, or maybe when they see a willow stick, or like, would their views change, or like their mindset change, because you're kind of altering their perception of even the willow tree itself, you know? That's weird. I don't know. It just came to me.
We are difficult, right? Because the movie, it can have a message, right? But we'll make the message bigger than what it is because of the movie appeal or movie cinematic appeal that it's projecting onto us, right? So now some people can just be simply afraid of witchcraft, where it's not even that, right? And, you know, some people won't really relate to the fact that, like, bear is something that's very much so relatable. We've all been in Bear's footsteps.
Yeah, it's true.
Right? That's how you simply build confidence, is going through a sequence of events to gain a sense of knowing of who you are. That's how you grow. That's how you evolve.
Exactly. And but you know what, we're not? We're not pussy like Bear. Don't be like that.
What do you expect this man to do?
To have some balls, man. Your name is Bear.
Listen, that lady, she did some walking backwards ass shit.
I saw that.
I felt for Bear, yo.
Wait.
Nigga, like, listen, this is how crazy this was, right?
What?
We watching it, right? And then Bear, he wakes up.
Okay.
Right? And he's looking around for Nikki and everything.
Yeah.
We didn't see Nikki standing over in that corner until she said something and moved out of the shadow. Because when you go back, she's there.
I know, but you don't see her.
Yeah, and then, I would have been like, nah, bitch, you gotta get the fuck up out here.
What type of exorcism is this?
It was an exorcism.
Well, exorcist or whatever, the ring, the whatever, the anything you think of a girl that's moving like that, that's so creepy. I get every single movie in that.
Yeah, it was crazy.
He couldn't even run out. The door. You know how much, you know what I did not understand? How much duct tape she had to use on that goddamn door. Where the hell, who has that much duct tape in their house? That's number one. Number two,
crazy.
You didn't see it from your peripherals that the door has duct tape all over it? Like,
that nigga was, again, it goes
he was
back
shook.
it goes back to confidence. Even the way that she was treating him. And like, it really goes into like this idea of like toxic relationships, right? And a lot of people say like there's a trigger warning because of like what the movie is projecting, and you'll have that, and it's good that it's showing like the opposite position, like a man being in an abusive relationship by a woman, because not all men have that confidence to defend themselves, unfortunately, you know, and men go through it too, just like women. And if a man is trying to speak out, like, please, like, hear them out. Maybe they do need help, they just don't know how to express it because of our own ideologies of what the representation of a man should be. Like, I even caught myself throughout the movie, like, talking about, like, he should man up and all these different things, but, you know,
he was
even
scared,
at the beginning
though.
of the movie, you show that he didn't have the confidence.
Yeah.
You know?
He was scared.
He's afraid to be hurt, or whatever the case may be that was going through his heart.
I think hurt, killed, rejected.
And then his cat died.
And his cat died, so then that his whole...
He's already in an emotional state.
Exactly.
So now for his cat to die, and then to have this one wish, and then now to get the woman of his dreams, because he is dreaming. It's not something that was in reality. And then now it just turns out to not be exactly what it was. And then the moment he did find exactly what he was.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Nikki. Freaky Nikki.
Freaky Nikki was freaky all.
The fuck out. She beat
was
the
freaky
shit out of, what was her name, Sarah?
I know, poor Sarah didn't deserve that.
She did not.
Like, what? Oh
then,
my
like,
gosh. She took Sarah's energy. If you want to talk about moving energy, she took Sarah's energy. She took, what was Ian? What's his name, Ian?
Yeah.
She took his energy.
And then like Ian, like it was really hard. Like they're friends, right?
Yeah.
It was really hard for Bear to like express like what he's going through in regards of that relationship of Nikki, and like Ian, he really couldn't understand, you know, and that goes back to like men in abusive relationships, they go through it too. It's just from a different lens,
Yeah.
you know. So
Interesting.
unfortunately, like if you are out there and you feel a certain type of way, you're in a certain type of relationship, or you're going through things, like there are people out there that you can speak to, and I do not recommend anyone killing themselves, right? And this movie heavily like
Tap into that.
enforce that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you should kill yourself. Like, that was the only way of getting
Yes,
rid of
that
the
was
wish.
a reoccurring theme
Right.
that was happening throughout the movie, subtly, like very, very subtle.
Right. But I don't think the movie, it was like, it wasn't more of like people telling him to go kill himself. It's more of like what a person could be really going through, and then now reality itself is projecting, or the reality that they're creating is projecting onto them.
Yeah.
Right? Like them telling themselves, like, maybe I should kill myself and end all of this.
Yeah.
And that ended up being like the ending of the movie, of him like killing himself to end the situation that he was in. And then now the lady herself, she snapped out of being in a sunken place.
Exactly.
So there's so many imagery in
Do you think they both should have been in a sunken place together?
I don't know, but that ending was weird. That's something I
was
really want
weird.
to think about. Like
Yeah.
her making that wish for him to be like in love with him. Whereas like he was at one point, and they were having that honeymoon phase, and then like everything else went to like, shit started hitting the fan basically, and her obsession became worse because he's like, yo, you're doing too much at this point, right? And being that she started to not feel the love, and he very much so was like,
Yeah.
nah, that's not the case. Like, you're just doing too much. Now she wanted to make that wish on him, but
Right.
it was too late.
A complete 360.
You know what I'm saying?
A complete 360, and it's crazy. And like, and you know, there's more movies that's out right now that like, I feel like the movies now, they're actually creating, because for a while the movies were stagnant. Like, we weren't that excited to go to the theaters all the time, let's be honest. But
Yeah, thanks to 2020.
right? So I feel like a lot of these movies that are being created, they are also affecting us emotionally, but there's still hidden messages within the movies. But there's another big movie that's out right now, and everybody know this. This is The Odyssey. I've seen it. I know T have saw it. And when we were talking about the movie, like, it's nuts, because when you think about energy and also having like your instincts and trusting yourself, that is still a form of energy. When you could just feel the energy, you could feel the energy in the room. You kind of feel the vibe or the sensation saying, I need to go this way, not that way. And I feel like The Odyssey touches on that so much, because poor Odysseus just wanted to go the fuck home, you know. But it's interesting to think of the movie in that type of lens. I mean, what did you think about The Odyssey when you saw it? When it comes down to like moving energy. I want to know, because I got to hear. Listen.
I never read the book. All right.
What?
Like,
you didn't read it in school?
Yeah, like in high school, but
Yeah, I read it in school.
it's not me reading the book. You know, I don't
I
really
know.
remember.
I have the book at my mother's house. So.
Yeah. So, man, this one is like, it is a lot of like symbolisms.
Yeah.
In that movie, and just as much as like an Obsession, there was a lot of symbolisms. I'm trying to, like, there's a lot of things that stuck out to me.
Oh,
that I can't
I'm
really
ready
talk
to hear
about,
this. Well, I
the
can't. Oh,
one
wait. We're going to talk about it off the camera, but right now.
But a lot of the intelligences that Odysseus used is what really like got him back to where he needed to be. Right? Odysseus was very, very intelligent in like how he was moving, right? And it just goes to show that like, if you're really thinking about how you should be navigating through certain situations, you can really like have the upper hand, right? One of those things is like how he disguised himself when he went back to Troy.
Exactly.
I mean, not back to Troy. What was his hometown? What was the name of it?
No,
again?
he went to Troy to fight. He was going back to
Yeah, while she's Googling that.
Yeah.
But, you know, he disguised himself as a poor old man. You know what I'm saying? As a beggar.
He got the idea from when he went to Hades.
When you went to Hades and the prophet, the blind prophet, what's his name again?
Tiresias.
Tiresias or Tiresias.
Tiresias, right? Yeah, Tiresias.
And even that scene that has a lot of traditional meanings behind it that I'm not going to be going deep into, but you know, they warned him basically like how he should navigate and like how he can't save his men, but you know, he was coming up with different ways of trying to save his men, but you know, we all have our own human conditions and our own downfalls due to us, you know, not thinking essentially.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? And his
Ithaca. Sorry, it was Ithaca.
Ithaca, that's his hometown.
Yeah, he was going back to Ithaca.
Right. Where now they're going through this odyssey, and his men are dying left and right due to their own fault.
Exactly.
Due to their own egos, right? Like them being turned to pig by Circe.
By Circe. And then she was the witch that turned into pigs because she said
they are what they manifest into what they are.
Yeah, and they were pigs, and they did all this stuff to people. But even when they have an act of kindness, they feel like they're good people.
They raped and killed the woman of Troy.
Pillaged, killed everything. Like they didn't show any of the. Oh, we can't say rape. I have to like bleep that out. So
yeah, that's fine.
Grape.
Whatever. But yeah, so you know when Odysseus, like if you read the book, all of his men pretty much died, right? Once Odysseus got back to Ithaca, right, he disguised himself as a beggar.
Yes.
Right, and you know, on a journey of getting back home, essentially, you know, he did his whole thing with the arrows and everything, but you know, his monologue towards the end of the movie really talked about like how him destroying something in Troy, it really destroyed a founding principle within man itself, and he kept speaking about this Zeus's law, right? And here's a symbolism. Right?
Oh, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Right? Because now in this aspect of like Zeus's law, it just showed the principle that was within all of humanity and how there were certain principles that kept a certain harmony within men itself. And for him and his men to do the thing that they did in Troy itself, you can see that law started to crumble and fall, right? And it went back to his home. So even when he traveled back to home, he saw that he had people that were, he got the warning from Tiresias, but not Tiresias, the guy with the armor.
Yes, that was one of the guys that he was working with within the army.
Yes, he got the warning from him, like, you gotta be careful about how you're moving because like everything's pretty much falling to shambles.
And they're not gonna just welcome you.
So now we really think about like how this movie is moving energy. We gotta relate it to how like it's happening within the real world. Not everyone is going within the principle of religion anymore, or the principle of spirituality, or the principle of traditions. Not everyone has principles anymore.
Or as simple as do unto others that as if you would do to yourself.
Exactly.
Yes, because that's the most common basic one that you teach children, you know?
And principles are really changing, unfortunately, due to politics and where the world is going within the fourth industrial revolution. We're becoming more like cyborgs, right? We're not really becoming thinkers anymore. And now with this like downfall of Troy and this broken of Zeus's law, you saw it playing out throughout like different places, essentially, where now people, humans, based more specifically, they weren't respecting. And then it was like the player that the character that Robert Pattinson was portraying as. He's like, someone get these beggars out of here.
These beggars.
beggars.
And they were like, that's against Zeus's law. You don't do that to the beggars. We need the beggars, guys.
Exactly. He was kicking
he
and
was such an
treating them
asshole
like
in that
shit.
movie.
Exactly. And you can see like how that principle is being broken down in the movie. But I do advise, if you haven't seen it, to please go watch that movie, because there's so much more to it. And then he wanted to retract his steps to really make sure that his men had an appropriate burial.
Yeah, which at least he did that. It was sometimes where he couldn't do it, guys. It was sometimes where he couldn't do it, but at least he did that. I wanted to like touch back on something you said when you were talking about how like we becoming more like cyborgs now because the lack of principles that people have today. And I want to connect it back to Obsession, because I was telling you about the girl, like with Nikki, and how when she came back to his house to apologize, she was wearing that red dress. And it's connected to the Matrix as well, because you could never trust a bitch in a red dress. And I love red dresses, and I want you to trust me, but they just ruin it for us. But but within the Matrix, it's like having. That movie is all about moving energy, from the first second to the last. How long is the movie? 2 hours to last? Who knows? But to the last millisecond, that whole movie is about moving energy. And I find it interesting how, with all the movies that come out, there's still so many movies that tap into that movie just for the symbolism, that quick, that quick thing. It could be something somebody wear or say or like anything that they do, but I have to tap into your brain on this. I've been bugging him about this for so long. Oh my gosh. I want you.
What you call it? The red dress?
Just the Matrix, period. Please, I need you to touch on this so bad. I literally tell him when we're not shooting, I tell him, wait till we're shooting to tell me. So I'm ready.
Right. So yeah, going back to the concept of the woman with the red dress, right? And in the Matrix, Morpheus, he tells Neo when they're plugged in to don't pay attention. Yeah, don't look at the woman with the red dress. And the symbolism behind that is just illusion in the way that they were portraying it, right? So now, when in the Obsession, when Nikki was wearing the red dress, it was just showing. And it was a few times she was wearing red, to a point where she wasn't anymore. I think he got caught up into the illusion, which is probably why they stopped showing her in red. But she started to wear the red dress. When she put on the red dress, it was like right after he like created the wish. Pretty much put the love spell onto her. And then she showed up the next day with the red dress because he was like freaking out what happened the night previously. And it just goes to show that now that illusion is now being portrayed, that's not Nikki, that's whatever is possessing Nikki for her to fulfill his wish. So now we're going back to the Matrix, is more so saying that in a way of like, don't fall victim towards the illusions of the Matrix that's pretty much keeping you from where you need to be, or you'll essentially get yourself killed or find yourself somewhere that you shouldn't be.
Or stuck in a sunken place. And I don't think we want to be stuck there. I mean, you want to be stuck there?
We gotta watch that movie.
I know, let's watch it. Oh my gosh. Wait, are we gonna watch The Matrix, or are we gonna watch Get Out?
I don't know. We're gonna watch whatever we can watch.
Hey, we gotta watch something.
We're gonna get sunken.
So you gonna get sunken? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
But what am I saying? Yes. So now with The Matrix itself, The Matrix is a very interesting movie because there's a lot of symbolisms and theories and all these different things about it. But a lot of it surrounds Neo being the one.
Exactly.
Right. Even his name Neo spells out the one. I think it was. Yeah, it's N-E-O.
Well,
that's not backwards.
It's not backwards? It's not N-E-O. N-E-O is O. Oh, no, it's not backwards. It's still the same letters, though. I'm bugging.
One. You spell one with Neo, right? And he was depicted as the one throughout I don't think it's a trilogy anymore since there's like a fourth.
Yeah, there's a fourth one.
Yeah, but throughout the movies, they've been considering him as the one. Right?
Yeah.
Within the trilogy, where before the entire Matrix got resetted. So There wasn't really supposed to be a fourth movie, and just not to confuse you with that one.
Don't worry, guys, we not.
The fourth one talks more about what modern society is going through within the Matrix. It gives it a very hella wokey vibe.
Yeah.
And I'm not woke.
But the first three is fire.
Yeah, I would agree.
The fourth one, I watched it.
It's just wokey.
I was like, okay.
It's wokey as fuck.
Yeah. But what you feel about Neo and the message the Oracle gave him?
Right, so the Oracle basically told him that he wasn't the one, right? And people didn't really, I don't think people really tapped into that. Some people did, because there are a bunch of theories about like him not being the one. Because now, if you really think about it.
How was he not the one? Like,
that's what I'm getting to.
I
so
know,
now,
like I'm like
really
freaking out. Like, what?
If you really think about it, right? He needed Mr. Smith in order to be the one. Right?
Okay.
And Mr. Smith, you can also say that he was also the chosen one.
Get out of here.
But the Oracle said it in a way where it's like the chosen one is born within the Matrix.
Oh.
Neo wasn't born within the Matrix. He was born in one of those like battery cells that they utilize to like keep the Matrix up and running.
Yes.
Right.
The human sac energies. The energy sacs that they were in. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Smith was a code that was literally born within the Matrix, right? So now for him to like become conscious, right? Like almost like a sentient AI that went rogue, right? Of the system itself. And then he was like, he hates this place, right? And he wanted to be free from it as he was like rubbing the sweat off of Morpheus' head. But,
oh my gosh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And he essentially unplugged himself when he had the little microphone thing. And he like got rid of it.
That was him unplugging himself with the microphone. Right. Okay.
Because he didn't want anyone to hear him. Right, exactly. So now the way and path that he went through to pretty much destroying or being within that process of destroying the Matrix itself, you can see him actually being the chosen one. And like the path that he went through in regards of like being the destructing component of being within that Matrix.
Yeah.
So within the third movie, you saw them conjoined together.
We did see them conjoined together.
He exploded, and then all of the ones like disappeared.
Yeah.
And then Neo came back together, and then you can show them becoming like one entity in itself. And then that's when Neo went on his voyage to whatever that thing was, and then pretty much destroying the Matrix. Right, and then that's what people like related to like Christianity and all those other different things.
But was it really destroyed if they came back with a fourth one?
That's where it becomes tricky. That's more of like a political like thing that they did, because I don't think the original directors were really a part of that movie. Yeah. But and also a black woman created that movie.
Oh yeah, we all know that story.
Yeah, she created that movie and Terminator.
Yeah, we know that story.
The Matrix is like the continuation.
We've seen her. We've seen her around. I forgot her name, but we've seen her around.
Google her name. What's her name?
It was called Third Eye Blind or something like that. The book that she made.
I think so, but what's her name?
They call her the mother of the Matrix.
Nah, what's her real name?
I'm looking right now. Hold on, we bring it up. I got devices here. I got my Matrix in my hand.
So like now, moving energy, right? This concept of like the Matrix is just us being within.
Oh, Sophia Stewart.
Yes.
Yeah, Sophia Stewart.
Shout out to Sophia Stewart. Like with damn.
It's okay.
With this moving energy,
it's
right?
Or this movie,
right? With this movie. Like this concept of like being in the Matrix, it's more like how we were talking about in witchcraft. Like it's we're just in an invisible cage, right? Yeah. And that invisible cage is just where our conscious mind is sitting, right? Unfortunately, we don't have to be behind actual bars to be enslaved anymore. We're being enslaved by our own selves, right? Being enslaved by our own human conditions and continuing to pass it down for generations to generations. We don't really live by being human, right? We're just human beings. But they're moving our
energies around, and they're moving our energies away from us because apparently we're the source of the energy. It comes from within. Is that what the Matrix was telling us?
Well, the only way for the Matrix to work was by the bodies of humans. The only way for this system was to work by humans kind of fitting into that dogma.
So we gotta be Mr. Smith?
Nah.
So we not being Mr. Smith. We not checking for Mr. Smith. No, we being Neo all the way.
I don't know.
No, we have to be a balance of both, like in and out, like dip your foot in but leave when you want to.
Well, to be the chosen one, you gotta understand where you stand.
Okay.
Right? There's more than one chosen one, and you just gotta be the chosen one of your family. You gotta be the black sheep.
Yeah.
But
I like the black
it takes
sheep.
a lot of guts to be the black sheep because, like, what's his name said, ignorance is bliss.
Exactly. Don't. And if you want to eat the red steak, eat the steak, my friend. That's your choice.
Stay ignorant.
Stay in there.
Sometimes it's better. You feel me?
He said sometimes it's better.
Hey.
That's shady, motherfucker.
Sometimes it's better to keep
You're
eating
shady.
the steak.
You're shady.
Seriously, people aren't ready to wake up.
I know, they're comfortable. You know,
People want to put the chip in their head.
We talk to so many people that they don't want to know information. Like, their energy is already drained from their 9 to 5s or like their 5-day work week, or, you know, like they don't even have time for themselves. Like, it's just like they don't care. Their energy is drained. You know, all they want to do is either like have fun or sleep or work, or they're like thinking about money or thinking about this, but they're not thinking about their true energy inside, like their chi, their aura, like their kundalini, like as T would tell me, breathing the prana. Like they're not really thinking about that. They just are like, I just want to survive, live, die, I'm good. There's more to that. You know?
I mean, we're all like that. You know, like there's no true essence of like us being outside of that, you know?
I'm trying to have fun though, like.
Exactly.
I'm trying to have some fun.
Eat the red steak, y'all.
Eat the red steak all the way. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of the movie Sinners. Like, Sinners is one of those movies that was so big and a message that relates to that. And I think it had to have been when they were in the club, and when they were dancing in the club, the music is going. And you already know our boys right now, like Stack and Smoke, they're both up to their own different agendas. But what was interesting that really touched a lot of people was when all of the spirits from previous like thousands of years of like these spirits coming through that was different eras of music and black music and folklore and everything in that nature that came, because that music created an energy, a strong vibration, a strong energy that resonated so far away that when the vampires heard it, it just drew them in. Like, and they were far away when they heard that, but they heard it. They was like, yo, we hear something we like. But it goes to show how the energy moves from even the vibration that you put into an instrument, the vibration that you put into a dance. You know, everything is cohesive together, which is dope. That's a dope thing that we have the power to even do that. But I don't want to do it and a vampire come and try to suck my damn blood. Like, I like my life.
That was an interesting movie.
Yeah,
right?
It was.
Because it kind of reminds me of this
what movie?
The show Lovecraft Country.
Oh, I remember that show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
They only had one season. Yeah. I was so upset about that.
Because, it was just a black director at the time. Like, that just wasn't...
It was a good show, though.
And they really tried to push, but it wasn't happening. So they was like, forget it, you know? But yeah, it's very unfortunate where that show ended up being, and it was a very good show, classic. But Lovecraft Country, it was a sci-fi show, but it had like all of these unique twists and turns that made it whole, right? And in this movie, Sinners, right? It does the same. Like, so when I went to go see Sinners, I was at the edge of my seat.
You went to the theaters too, right? I went to the theaters. I went by myself. Did you go by yourself or you went with friends?
Nah, I went with a friend.
I went by myself.
To iPick.
iPick?
Yeah.
I went to Whack. I'm not gonna say Whack. I go there all the time. Sorry, Mall, Jersey Gardens.
Hey, look, you went to go see it.
I know. I did. I was in
Support
there.
black
Of
businesses.
course, I paid for my ticket.
Well, it's not really a black business, but support black movies.
There was a whole line when I went there, and it wasn't even the first weekend that it came out, and it was still a line. So
yeah, Sinners is interesting because now like you have like a plethora of different genres being mixed into one. They call it thriller, but I mean, I guess you can say it was like a thriller, scary movie, whatever else you want to label it as, where you had vampires, right? And this weird twist to it where like they really added a certain culture into the movie, right? And
I did like that about it.
They surrounded it with the culture of with music, but the large like understanding that you can really sorry, I'm having a hard time like trying to describe this, but
take your time.
The bigger concept that you can gain from that movie is that like everything that we do, it's rooted into something.
Yeah.
But throughout time and colonialism, it does change to something that doesn't have value. Like music itself, it comes from a culture that has value, right? And principles.
Message.
But now today, like there's no, like there's value, but there's no real principle within the value of like, Jenny, shut the fuck up. Right? Like we value that song.
That's my song though. I'm not gonna front, but
like we value that song. It's catchy too, right?
But it's not how it was when it does say that.
Right. So now like they had the masquerades, right? They showed like twerking to masquerades, which is a funny twist that Ryan Coogler did there. But you can really see that like he's really tapped into the culture, especially the way he written like Black Panther.
Yeah.
And then now like Sinners.
Yeah.
But
shout out to Ryan Coogler, man. You are a G for how you are handling this movie game. I'll give you that one.
And like how the masquerades and like there's, if you really do your research on masquerades and how like they function, you know, within the traditions of the diaspora of Africa, you'll see that like the things that they're doing isn't for the sake of like a dance, right? There is some sort of cultural preservation that masquerades or those things within Africa are doing and what they're contributing, right?
You feel like they're dancing to reach a higher spirit?
No.
What then? Where they? Oh, okay, never mind. We'll save that for another time.
Save that for a private conversation.
Can I have that one?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. This tastes delicious. Here, let's just switch this. Let's put this pretty glass up there.
There you go.
Thank you, guys. This is a beautiful drink. It's better than a porn star martini. I promise. It smells divine.
But yeah, like so now the thing that I forgot his name. The boy that was singing and everything. He obviously had something.
Yeah.
And it's going back to like understanding that music itself, it has a certain value that falls within a principle.
Exactly.
And the thing that he had, the people, those vampires that lived a very long time, they saw that.
That was Miles Catton or Catan, Miles Catton. But that's the young kid.
Right.
You did feel you felt his aura and his energy through the movie screen when he was singing, when he opened his voice. Is a reason why they did cast him, because that energy transferred over to us. And everyone felt it. No one ever, like, that I was around ever said he did a bad job or anything. It was just like, no, we felt it. Like, we felt it. Movie. Movie, guys. Moving energy. Movie. You feel it. The energy moves to you.
Exactly.
You a G for that one. Listen.
But yeah, he obviously had something that the vampires valued and they wanted, right? But the only way for the head vampire to get that was for him to essentially take him, like take his soul, right? And like the whole symbolism about taking your soul or your spirit, it plays a huge concept of like how we're again enslaved into the matrix, how these businesses are utilizing your spirit for its own benefit.
Transfer of energy.
So now with, what's his name, was Miles?
Yeah, Miles. We're gonna say Miles.
the thing that he had and the vampires desired, they were playing as the antagonist of just trying to take that thing that he had. Right, that's all it came down to at the end of the day for that movie. But
still a dope
again,
movie.
like that aspect of moving energy, just because you're like seeing something, right, and you may think it's not playing a role within you, you have to really think about like what it is that's being projected onto you, and how to deal with the message that's being sent to you as well. Ryan Coogler sent a huge message. The Matrix had a huge message.
The Odyssey
had a huge message, and the Odyssey also had a huge message. Obsession had the message about how we're dealing with things emotionally. The Odyssey is how we can easily snap out of certain principles that hold us together as a humanity. Matrix is telling you that you're being caught up into a huge illusion by a certain system. And then Sinners is saying that you traditionally come from something, but you have to be the one to connect back to it.
And not lose it or give it away.
Vampires are gonna keep taking it from you.
Or don't have no energy suckers around you to take it from you too.
They're gonna suck you dry.
They gonna suck you dry all the way. You gonna turn into a raisin, honey. A raisin in the sun. And it's interesting how all these movies connect and like, but the movies that have been breaking the box office and people are going back to the movies now.
I understand why that's happening too.
Like we're feeling this movie energy. We're feeling the energy of the movies. Like we're going. I have not seen so many people go to the movies in such a long time when it's like back to back. It's so many different movies out. Oh, we gotta see that. We gotta see that. We gotta see that. And I'm going to the theaters now, and some theaters, I mean, years ago there would be no one in the theater, but now it's like you see more people coming because the movies are having a meaning or a message that people could resonate with, and that's a way to have people feel the vibration, the energy that comes, those frequencies that come from those movies and touch us. It's the magic hour for it, you know, like it's a theater, it's magic. It's just like taps into you, and you just.
Moving energy, like it definitely, it plays such a huge role in our lives where now like even like the word of mouth, right? The word of mouth, the constant ads, how you are innately connected to your cell phone because you're so in tune with it to the point where like now the algorithm essentially becomes you. Right? So now it comes off with this illusion like it thinks what you're thinking, but it knows you so well that it knows what to put next for you to like think that you're thinking the algorithm that's within your phone knows you so well that it can be almost seen that it knows what you're thinking, but you're constantly on it. Like,
oh my gosh, that reminds me of so many movies.
You feel me?
That reminds me of so many movies. It's like you have a twin, you know, you have a cyborg twin inside your phone that's just like living a whole nother life inside there. It knows everything you like. That's your little twin. That's that's another extension of life of you.
Right. Exactly.
That's creepy. Oh my gosh, I never looked at it that way. Oh my goodness.
Like even what you were saying about like how people are like going into like the movies and everything, and how people are becoming obsessed with the movies. It's just a way of like feeding people to keep them away, because everyone's becoming conscious. It's not a coincidence. Everyone's starting to think about the shit or the bullshit that they're being fed. They're starting to waking up to the roses, and now they smell the poop. You know what I'm saying? And
wait, don't say that. I'm drinking a rose drink, T. There's roses in here.
These aren't roses.
What is it?
It's a pile of shit.
Roses really smell like ooh.
You know, they've been feeding us a very good meal for the past years, and then now we unplugged and realized that it's gray matter
it's brown matter.
Right. It's 3D printed meat. Right? And there's a lot that's going on with the world, and these movies are just creating distractions. Your phone is one big distraction, and there's a lot of things, a lot of policies that are happening right underneath your nose. Trump is dying. He may die in 2027 because of the things that he's going through. And then now they may have someone in to replace him. A lot of things
Or
are
people
happening.
saying that he's the last president, or it was just this or that.
You know, he could be very much so the last president.
I don't know. Y'all think he's the last
AI
president?
is going to be a president, brother. But
that's another conversation, because we gonna save that. We can't, because if we dive in too deep, we gonna be going all night. But I love going all night, yo. Like, pause.
we'll save that for
we gotta dive into that another time. That's another deep topic that we gotta really go into. And it's interesting though too, like I want people to really understand when we're telling people that you need to understand the words that you're saying. And he does a very good job at that. So I really give him the props. Yes, he really, really does. But understand the words that you're saying and understand the meaning of the word itself. Not just what the dictionary tells you, but the meaning of the word. Even if it's a compound word or not, but just the origins of the word. Movie is genius, but it really is true. It's a true meaning. It's actual fact. Like, yes, it's moving and it's moving energy. People need to know that. Y'all need to know it's moving energy. It's in front of your face. You say it all the time. Movie. Movies, guys. Movies. Ease. Yes.
Yeah. You know, like, just again.
Yeah.
Be mindful.
Yeah.
Be mindful of the things around you. Be mindful of your own energy. Be mindful of what you're watching. You know, and just go back to, like, if you're going through something, if you're going through a relationship that isn't favorable for you, there are people out there that are willing to listen to you. You know.
Yeah, that's what's up.
And like, your life has value.
Yeah, that's
you know. You should never just take your life away. Right. Please.
Don't move your energy. Don't move your energy.
Don't end your energy.
Yes. And move your energy. Wait, we got to tell them to move their energy. Move your energy to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, guys. We're going to give you some good stuff all the time. And some good drinks and good vibes.
Right.
Move good energy to you guys over there. You know, have y'all feel us. And be tapped in. Like, I had to include that. You know, I had to butter that up in there, just like.
Don't do my hands.
Hey, hey, I'm gonna get me a willow stick. And listen, willow trees are beautiful, beautiful beings. Hug a willow tree. I love how they look.
Sure.
A willow tree look like Cousin It. A willow tree look like it got a lot of extensions on them, like they like to like sway in the wind. But they're magical. I love them. These movies are awesome. These movies are awesome. How you feeling? You want to say some final words?
No. You took the words right out of my mouth.
What? The willow trees in the hair? No.
I guess so. We're ending it.
Yo, make sure you can follow me and T. We are gonna just crack up, give y'all some dope recipes for some dope cocktails, talk about what is going on in this world we are living in. You can follow me at Cristal Maze. Well, the Cristal Maze is the Cristal Maze or Cristal Maze. You'll find me. And then T, can you tell them where they could follow you as well? Like, let them know.
You can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram name is Taj Hutchins.
And I will tag it below. You will see it below in the comment section. And also, if you have any drinks or anything you want us to make, don't be shy. Put in the comments. We'll reply back. We'll see it. And we'll make it for you. Like, or something even crazy, right?
Nah, I don't know about all of that, but we'll try.
You don't make nothing crazy?
Crazy? It depends on how crazy they asking.
Well, crazy and cute. Not crazy in a crazy way. Crazy and cute. Like, if they have let's say somebody has an idea to put 2 and 2 together. Maybe like some dry ice. That's a little crazy. It's cute, crazy and cute.
It's good, yeah. And then you swallow it.
No, you have to put a little piece.
Yeah, exactly. That's what makes it dangerous.
Yeah, but who's gonna be dumb enough to go? Well, I'm drinking it, so I know how to drink it. I'm not gonna swallow it, guys.
Guys, this is Cristal Maze
Yes.
After Dark. I am your co-host, T.
And I'm your host, Cristal Maze. And y'all be good and remember, be aware, be conscious, and understand. Move your energy, my friends.
Into the right places.
Exactly. And we will see you guys again in the next episode. And we got y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Peace, guys. This tastes delicious.
Yeah, I can see.